Hi, my name's Robert. If you've worked on or in an MSP, you've probably run some of the software that I've written. We are doing a series on how to use AI automation as an IT person. So the purpose of this is to help the kind of people that I ran into frequently when I was working in the MSP world. They were professionals who had been working for a long time, were very good at their job, but they were used to doing things prior to automation where a lot of the things that they would do were point and click, or they were operating on a single server rather than operating on groups of servers at a time using modern tools like PowerShell, for instance, or the different tools on different operating systems. That was a problem before, and it was a difficult problem to overcome. It took a lot of practice. There's a big learning curve there, but now it's a lot easier with AI tools. As a person in an MSP, it's kind of incumbent and very important for us to all use automation to the largest extent that we can. And you can go and get an RMM, and that would be great, but more and more RMMs are also using tools like PowerShell to automate the tasks that need to be done. That's the first thing. And the second thing is that RMMs can be very expensive, and they're a pretty heavy hammer, and sometimes it's a lot easier just to use the things that are built into Windows, and it will give you a lot of flexibility. So let's just go ahead and get started and see what we can do. Just to kind of level set, I have set up a lab here. It has 3 different servers. They're all Windows servers, and they all have patches that need to be installed. They're available on a private network. And the task that I've set for myself is a pretty common one in MSPs. We have a customer network. We want to run a script to see all of the different servers that have patches that need to be installed. The idea here is that we are not a software development professional. We know that we need to use PowerShell, but we don't quite know how we're doing it or what we're doing. And believe it or not, that's common even for the most experienced software developers. You rarely know how to use a brand new tool, obviously, if you haven't used it before. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up our Swiss Army knife here, and this is Visual Studio Code. We are going to create a new PowerShell file, and we're going to see what we can do. I have an AI tool installed here. This is something called continue.dev. There are many of them. If you'd like to see a video on installing AI tools in Visual Studio Code, leave a comment and we'll do that in one of our upcoming videos. So let's just go ahead and create the PowerShell file. Let's just call it update report. And it's PowerShell file. So go ahead and create that, and right away you can see that the AI tool is raring to go. It wants to help us. So let's just get started. So I'm just going to tell it what I want. So I want to check whether any Windows updates are available on a group of servers that I will specify. This is PowerShell. So let's just see what it says. Well, that looks very promising. So this may be a very quick video, but right away the AI comes up with a very nice looking script for us. We can copy and paste that in. I see little squigglies, so we'll see what happens here. And I see that maybe this is a problem, which is good because it gives us an opportunity to show how to troubleshoot. But I'm going to go ahead and change around these server names since it gave us some example names. So I'm just going to put the IP addresses in, and then let's just run it and see what happens. Okay. Variable reference is not valid. So let's just go ahead and copy this over to the AI and see what happens here. Gives us a lot of information. Okay. All right, it has a suggestion for us. Let's just go ahead and just copy it and paste it. We'll just trust that the right things are going to start happening. And now I see that some of the squiggly lines have gone away. Unfortunately, I have to copy my IP addresses back in here. That's okay. We're saving time. So we're still way ahead. assuming that I typed the IP addresses correctly. Okay, so now it's looking better. So let me run here and see what happens. All right, checking for updates on 10.10.1.2. And right away, we see the list of patches that we have to install. So let's just let this run through all three of the servers that we have. And really, that's it. You can see how powerful these AI tools are. This is a very common and relevant task to be done on a network, and you can see that within minutes you can accomplish that with AI tools. If you want to do something else with it, it's trivial to do so. You could ask it to format it as an HTML page. You could ask it to upload it to S3, and then maybe you set up a basic website so that you can monitor it. Let's just go ahead and ask it one follow-up. We want it to save it to a file so that we can come and check the file in the morning rather than running the script. So a couple things. We'll say, can you save this to a file called update report mmdd.txt and fill in the date properly. We don't even have to give it much information. It can just kind of tell what we want to do based on just that. Again, it's going to force us to re-enter the IP addresses. You can get around that. I can show you in a future video. So copy it, and let's just copy everything after that, just to save us a little bit of effort. Okay, copy, paste, and yeah, let's go ahead and run it. Again, we're going to loop through the servers and we're going to check for updates on each of them. Let's give it a few moments. Okay, report saved to update report and the date. Let's go and open our file list. You can see that the file's here and the information is now in the file. So hopefully this gives you an idea on how powerful these AI tools can be for common IT tasks, automation tasks. If you like this video, let us know. Leave a comment and we will go ahead and create more videos for you. Let us know what kinds of things you'd like to see automated, and we'll keep doing this. See you next time.